shut up.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give me peace.
Why so serious?
You take the blonde and I'll take the one in the tail.
This is Sparta!
I'll have what she's having.
Welcome to this time of the Screen Squad. Like always, I'm Vinny.
I'm Ozzy.
Why do you start random conversations right before the show starts? I don't understand that. You know when the show's gonna start. You hear that they say I'm gonna start, and you're like, oh well, let me tell you this story about what happened when I went to go take a dump, or let me tell you this story what happened when I put this in my butt. Like, why do you start randomly like telling a story within?
He learned Kung Fu.
Seriously, it's like you're just
That's
all
why
random.
we're on Bluetooth. We're on Bluetooth.
What?
Well, we're on Bluetooth. Like,
Double Bluetooth. Well, this week we're talking about what is it? A24's the highest grossing movie they've ever released, and on 100%.
What is it?
Everything. It beat out everything. We are talking about Everything, Everywhere, all at once.
Oh, so we're also gonna talk about Hustle. About Adam Sandler?
No, I haven't seen that one. I just saw Jurassic World Dominion. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on that one.
Man.
Don't even get me started.
Oh, there's nothing. It's not that bad.
No, but it's
because I think it's two directors, isn't it?
no, it's one.
We really are going to talk about everything.
I know. We talk about everything, all at once. No, but this movie but Everything Everywhere All at Once is A24's highest grossing movie, right? And it's 100%. It has to be it has to be an Oscar contender. It's, I think, one of the most unique movies I've seen in a long time, right? And it's weird, and it's weird, and it's beautiful, and it's everywhere. It's like it has action, it has weird dildo stuff up the butt action. It's weird. It's definitely a weird movie, but it's. I thought it was so good.
Got everything. Action, drama.
But I thought it was so good for being so weird.
Activia.
Yeah, that's why it has butt stuff. Activia. It's sponsored by Activia. Sponsored by Activia. I'm telling you. But it's such a good movie. Michelle Yeoh does a great job in this movie. Because they're both directors are called Daniel. Is that what it is? And they couldn't be called. I mean, they couldn't say. It's weird. Like, it's weird. It's just two directors, but
Daniels.
it's
Daniels.
it's a good movie. When I saw it, I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and to be a movie about the multiverse, right? To be about a multiverse, without being Marvel. But then again, who produced this movie, right? Joe and Anthony Russo,
Russos.
the Russo brothers. So
The Daniels and the Russos.
No,
Daniel LaRusso.
Russo.
Daniel LaRusso's.
Because they're from Jersey, you know.
But
They
it's
become an a-hole from Reseda.
I'm not even supposed to be here. That fits there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's such a weird movie. It's such again, like I said last week, was it Ki Kwan? I think he really does steal the movie. He's great in the movie.
No, there's moments that you can. I mean, when you see his age, he kind of looks like Jackie Chan. Like, he has those sweaty like side shots. Like, man, and he does everything like I say that more like the action sequences he pulls out. Like,
With the fanny pack.
This shit forever.
The fanny pack.
He's like a kung fu legend or something. Like, no, he's just really good at it.
He
But-
didn't really disappear from movies though. He was
more
doing
behind the
stunt
scenes stuff,
coordination.
yeah.
Mhm.
Stunt coordinator for like X-Men and some other stuff.
Yeah, don't
I
brag
think it
about
was
that one.
the other multiverse movie, the one.
With
Yeah,
Jet Li.
Don't
With
don't
Jet
brag
Li.
about that. Like, I did stuff on X-Men. Which one?
The first one. With the OG. Your favorite.
Hugh Jackman.
That's before he was huge, Jackman. Yeah, because he was thin in that movie.
Lean Man.
Yeah. No, but And then to watch this movie and then later to hear that originally the story was gonna be written for Jackie Chan, and he was gonna play the protagonist. You know, he's gonna
the show Yao.
Well, it was supposed to be Jackie
To
Chan.
be like a family.
Yeah, and it worked a lot better. And again, I think she does a great job in this movie. Like you have to pull out real acting, not only just like the martial arts that gets pulled in, because there's not a lot of like martial. That's the thing about this movie. It makes it seem like it might be an action movie. There's action scenes in it, but it's not an action movie. It's technically it is still a drama, and it's.
She's able to convey confusion, anger, all these emotions like so quickly when she's like when she's I don't know, when she's put in situations, she's able to kind of like make it so realistic for her, like you know she's feeling it.
That
makes sense.
But yeah, and it makes sense. Again, it's like everyone pulls out a great performance in this movie. But again, even Jamie Lee Curtis, right?
Okay.
That you don't even think Jamie Lee Curtis is gonna be like that great, like in this movie. And I'm telling you, everyone is good. It's not a huge cast. It's a small cast. They all just play different parts in the movie. It's again because it's a multiverse movie. But I think I think my favorite scene and the scene that I just found the funniest was Raccoon Cooey. Right, with the whole raccoon thing, I thought that was hilarious. I thought that, and
There's
then
a lot of humor in it.
yeah, and
a lot of humor.
and it's weird humor. I think it's a humor that I like, the weird humor.
Every time the daughter is explaining the bagel, it's just it kind of brings you back to earth a little bit.
But if you watch the movie, there's a lot of like. Not bagel, but if you look in the background, there's a lot. It's a lot of those shapes. Everything is bagel shaped. Look, watch the movie again.
It's like a circle.
There's a lot of bagel shapes in the background, even the googly eyes. Like if you, because I saw it again, and then I'm watching the movie. I don't know if you noticed. You know the movie at the very beginning, you have the googly eyes. There's only one pair of googly eyes. By the end of the movie, there's 4 pairs of googly eyes. Right?
No.
You didn't realize it?
Explain yourself.
So okay, the way out when, and again, this movie's gonna have a lot of spoilers. This video is gonna have a lot of spoilers. Last week didn't have. This one's gonna have
This
spoilers.
one you're gonna spoil.
Yeah, well, because I kind of have to explain myself. So the beginning of the movie, you have Evelyn. You have Evelyn by herself doing the taxes, right? And then you have a disillusioned husband at this point, trying to get her, like serve her with the divorce papers, right?
By the way, James Hong.
You have James Hong, right?
She's married to James Hong?
No, she's married to Key.
I thought that was her father.
He's married to Key. He's married to Key Kwan, or she's married to Key Kwan.
He has the best role. He just sits there and
Well, he is like 153.
he just sits there.
He is now Lo Pan. He is Lo Pan.
He's the lawyer in a wheelchair?
Yeah.
He talks his crap and then walks away. That's all he does.
No, so at the beginning of the movie, you have Evelyn at the dinner table, doing the taxes by herself. Then throughout the course of the movie, everything happens with the multiverse stuff and Evelyn, and all this happens. By the end of the movie, they get the family back together, and then she realizes it's her life isn't horrible, and her life isn't anything without her family. And then by the end of the movie, you have all 4 of them sitting at the dinner table doing the taxes. Hence the 4 googly eyes. Everyone gets their own pair of googly eyes. That's the way I saw it. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I'm telling you, rewatch it, and you'll see that. You'll see the googly eye thing.
All I know is when watching the movie and then also see the divorce papers, I was like, oh, how's that going to play out? When's it going to come out? When it does? Man, I couldn't.
Well, see, but and that's what I like, because it's kind of like it jumps around from universe to universe, so you don't know which universe you're in at certain times, because it's like which is the universe that actually got served the divorce papers, because isn't that the one where doesn't she technically stab the husband at one point?
Yeah,
right? So it's like,
that's
and
the
then
one.
but then there's a different universe where they're at the laundromat and they're singing karaoke. She gets drunk, and that none of this has happened yet. So the monologue he gives in that time about like forgiving, like just being nice. I'm telling you, he has like the husband. They gave him really good lines. They gave him a really good part, and he did a really good job with his part.
Yeah, his part's not focused on one thing. He has a lot of range. He goes through him just like Michelle Yeoh's character. They go through different motions, like left like.
And you have those different multiverses. Like, what would have happened if they never got married? If she never left with him, they never opened the laundromat, right? If she followed what her what her father wanted her to do, she became a singer. And in the other one where she became an actor like doing martial arts, being at the premiere of Crazy Rich Asians, right? Because they use some of those scenes in the movie, right?
Yeah.
So you have all of these things, but ultimately they still end up like together, like no matter what. Even after he leaves and becomes very successful, they still find each other, right? So that's like, again, it's like they're still connected no matter what. And even the daughter, was it Jobu Tobacco? What was it?
Tabaki?
I know it was Jobu.
Shobu Toboki or something like that.
Jobu Tupaki. Tupaki?
Tabaki.
Tupaki. Jobu Tupaki. Tupac, yeah. So even though the whole thing is like the daughter from the multiverse, she's
also in Marvelous Miss Maisel.
I've never seen the show. I've only seen a couple scenes.
I know she's in it.
Darn good show.
No, but
Great.
I've never seen the show.
Stephanie in this movie.
Oh yeah, no, she was really good and she's not really trying to. If you pay attention, she's not trying to actually go out and kill every single one of the versions of her mom. She's just trying to find the one that's exactly like her, that can jump the multiverse and pretty much be just like her. Because she the reason why Jobu Tobacco can be is like a big threat is because is a threat because she can be in every universe at the same time. That's why hence the everything everywhere all at once, right? Because she could be there. So she's trying to find the mom, the variation of the mom that can do that, so she can understand her. And I think the whole thing about that whole story is it's just they have to see the world from each other's point of view.
And just like that, nature finds a way.
I did like that they destroyed like nihilism, because that was her whole viewpoint or worldview, that nothing mattered.
Mm-hmm.
She looked at all the universes and nothing mattered, but it's actually not true.
Like, it's not true. Like you have the grandpa that has another version that's also like a general. You have the dad that's trying to take her down, and then this one universe, they all band together to keep her from destroying, like jumping into the everything bagel or the black hole, right? And ceasing to exist or destroying the multiverse.
I want a bagel so bad right now.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I didn't get to stop by to get a bagel. I usually get a bagel, and I just get it done.
I am hungry.
Yeah, and everything bagel, although get
Jalapeno
toasted.
schmear.
That's good actually.
Nah.
Yeah, you don't like jalapenos. It's fine.
I'm fine with jalapenos now. I put them on nachos now.
No.
I put them on my nachos. I put them on my nachos, bro.
The ones I end up eating.
AMC.
No, real nachos. Real nachos. Go to a dine-in that makes real nachos with real cheese.
You mean like the one that used to sell wings? It doesn't anymore?
Yeah, I know.
Those are jokes.
Yeah, I know. No, but
That milkshake's good.
again, this like I know the cookie milkshake, but again, it's like but this movie, it's weird, it's different, and it's not a movie that spans like globetrotting. If you think about it, it's only really ever filmed in a few places. You have the laundromat, you have the IRS building, and you have an alleyway. You have like just a quick scene in a what was it like? What is that like? That place that you like to eat, the Benihana type place,
Oh yeah.
right? Which in my opinion, that kind of food is not good. Benihana's is not good. Don't sponsor us, Benihana. It's expensive,
It's expensive.
not good.
Like yeah.
You pay for the show. You pay for somebody just like flipping
Yeah,
food in
watch
front of
it
you.
Anywhere, dude. You don't have to go to Benihana.
First of
They're
all,
expensive for no reason.
Yeah.
yeah,
Sponsored by Benihana.
Don't go. It's expensive.
Rakiokus. There you go. But well, I mean, that being said, I mean, you gotta people pay for medieval time, but you pay for the show because the food is hot garbage.
No, the first time
the food is
the food is good. The
Nah.
chicken was decent. The piece of corn they gave you was good.
It's nothing like the.
You pay like $100 for like not being able to use utensils.
There's nothing like.
You can ask for
sitting in the
utensils, you
soup
don't know,
and
right?
Smelling horse manure.
Yeah.
I just go outside from where I live.
That's right.
What's the problem? I'm used to it.
Farm. With the farm.
Yeah, with the farms. No, but
$100 for a small like half chicken. That's
Yeah.
probably it's usually
that's more than enough food for me. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
It's more than enough for me. I mean, maybe not Aussie, but more than enough for me. I couldn't even finish the food the first time I ever went to medieval times. So.
They off me, I'm starving.
But so there's like this movie does have like it is definitely 100% in my opinion. I think from but from the multiverse movies we've gotten so far, this has been the best one. No, I mean even I think the use of the multiverse in this one, right? Even though it has similarities to like you mentioned earlier, Edgar, the one, right? Because Jobu Tobacchiosis, right? Tupac, yeah. Well, so Tupac, Tupac is going through the multiverses and killing every version, right? But like in the one movie, Jet Li's character, he was going through the multiverse to kill all his selves in the multiverse so that he becomes more powerful. Right,
He's still here.
But but again, like this is the I think the weirdest and best use of the multiverse because they were allowed to go weird. The whole angle with the sausage hands and playing the piano with your feet and that now that Jamie Lee Curtis's character and Michelle Yeoh's character were actually in love in that universe, right? That's also like that came out of nowhere, right? That comes out of left field.
Jamie Lee Curtis, when she had her action scenes, it was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, she's again. It was well done.
Even it wasn't her doing.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the character.
Yeah,
it's the character.
It still works though. She came off as, God, I hate her and gross.
But even then, what is the thing that saves and gets her out of that whole thing?
Activia.
It's the fact that she expresses like I love really truthfully has to tell her that she loves her, right? And that was another thing. In order for her to jump from universe to universe, I mean Michelle Yeoh's character, right? So Evelyn, in order for Evelyn to jump from universe to universe, she has to do weird things. Everyone has to do weird things. Hence you have to put stuff up your butt, or you have to tell somebody you love them, or you have to lick a ear, or
we all have to do weird things to get things done. Lord knows I have.
But so you get put in like these weird situations. The weirdest one for me was definitely the these guys trying to get stuff up their butts just so that they can get into the yeah, and that thing just sticking out of their butts, right? It's just so weird. But again, it was funny and it was weird, but it didn't take me out of the movie, and it even made me enjoy the movie even more just because of how weird it is. Now I really want, like, as I also I don't know if you also saw that I bought the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent or whatever, the Nicolas Cage movie. that's the next one that I have to see, just because it feels like it's going to be another one of those weird ones. Obviously not weird where multiverse is, but it's just weird in general. And
Nicolas Cage.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Willy's Wonderland, if you haven't seen it, that's a great new recent Nicolas Cage movie.
Oh, you mean Friday Night at Freddy?
Willy's Wonderland.
Five Night at Freddy's.
Willy's Wonderland. It's good.
Fright Night.
Yeah, Fright Night. But like the score to this movie, even the music was really good. I enjoyed the music. I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed
The visuals are cool.
the characters. But again, I think what got me is by the end of the movie is like, oh yeah, the Evelyn is like, okay, well I have to let you go, and then realizes, no, I don't have to let you go. I can understand you. You have to also understand me. That's how this thing's gonna work. That's how we're gonna save each other. You have to understand that I'm still your mom, and I'm no matter what, all this happens, I'm still gonna love you. All that stuff. Right, and then she has to understand like her daughter is not ever going to be what she wants her to be. Her daughter is definitely different. Being gay, having a girlfriend, and not being ashamed to be able to tell the grandpa. And then by the end of the movie, that fixes everything. Like the girlfriend is like pushing the grandpa around like it's Disneyland, right? It's like the grandpa has to accept it, and again, you get James Hahn in this movie. Right, you get James Hahn in this movie, and even though he's spending most of his time in a wheelchair, it's Hung, right? Is it Hung? That's what I said.
Is it Han?
Hung.
James Hahn.
Hung. So you get him in the movie, and he's in a wheelchair for most of the time, and
oh yeah,
he does a great job, right? He is like close to 100. And he's
look like Lopan before he changes.
Yeah, he's still out here. He's still out there making movies. He looks more. He looks 100%. They did a good job with that makeup back in the 80s with Big Trouble in China, because they pretty much got him to look like what he looks like. I mean, obviously not like 1,000 years old, but
like the Emperor too.
I agree with you a lot. Like, visuals are good. The movie's very original, which I like. It's funny. It's got everything. But it kind of felt too long. Like, it kind of dragged. By the end, it's like, this is only 2 hours and 20, but it felt like it was 10 hours.
Really? I didn't feel the movie be that long.
No, I felt like it could have been shorter. It really dragged. That's my only complaint. That it dragged.
When I saw it in theaters, like the week it came out, I watched the late showing. So I mean, I was already kind of like a little bit tired before I got there, but I was able to keep me awake and keep my attention the whole time. So, I mean, but I do feel like I get what you're saying. Like at some points, if you're like when
you were like,
when the mother and daughter are talking about in the black and white area, and they're looking into a bagel. It's kind of like, it's one of those things where you can focus and kind of like lose yourself.
Can we get a whole movie on Raccacoonie? Get a whole Raccacoonie movie? That's what I want.
A little bit shorter.
I was like, it is before me, and
there's like when it starts out with part 1, and it's like, and then it's like, oh, part 2, and it's like, part 2? What are you talking about? It's been already 2 hours.
It's only 2 parts.
And then it goes to part, and I'm like, no, come on, it could have been shorter.
But
I did like everybody's performance.
I did like the way they fake you out with the end of the movie where the credits come in after she died.
Oh, okay, good,
I was like, wow. I was like, that's a weird way to end it.
Like, oh, okay, good. I can go to sleep now.
Nope. Let's keep going. There's more to go. There's more to talk. But yeah, no.
It dragged for me.
Really? I didn't think it did. I thought it was again I love the fact that it was original. It was enjoyable. It had like all that stuff, and it wasn't super. So at least it didn't feel like that long to me.
So The Valet, best movie of 2022 so far.
Still, you're still going with that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you haven't seen Jurassic World Dominion?
It was better than this, so I'm sticking to it.
I mean,
Well,
I
there's
don't hate it.
there's still Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh, stop.
You never know. You never know.
That looks like it's gonna be pretty dope.
But no, but
The
still,
trailer looks good.
like that's what I like about A24's movies. You know, A24, they're the ones that release like all those they
Funky films.
they
There's a
not
lot of
not all
funky
funky. They release like horror movies. They release
Yeah.
like original
that's true.
original type movies,
Yeah.
right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're able to release these kind of movies, and it's I like the fact that they release those, right? Like what you know, they did what they're the ones that do. They have the horror stuff with like what A24, right? And like
Yeah.
Midsummer and stuff like that.
Hereditary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they release all of those.
They do the
There's a
Raid or
new
Not.
one I want to watch. Huh?
They do like Raid or Not.
No, that one, I think that one was Warner Brothers, but
There's
A24
another horror movie I want to watch.
they did. Didn't they release X?
Hunt.
The Man.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, the men, just men.
Oh man.
I think I
Yeah, the movie about the strong men.
Yeah, man.
You know, hated it. Yeah.
and they do a lot of TV shows too, right? So they have they do a lot of stuff. A24, but I like the fact that they're diverse with the stuff that they release now. Like before, I would associate A24 with more like the horror stuff. Now it's like they're doing a lot of stuff, all kinds of stuff. And this being
This movie helps open them up to, you know, more possibilities in movies. Like they're not just gonna get stuff pitched out of them. Be like, okay, so at the end the dog does it. Like it's like no, it's that they're gonna get a lot of things around. Like we could do this film, do this kind of artsy film at the same time. Do these really cool dramas. It kind of almost expands their.
well, no, they've been making movies like weird movies
but-
throughout this whole time.
Yeah, but a lot of
they
these
released
movies,
Tusk.
they'll have
They're the ones that released Tusk, right? They released Tusk. They did Life After Beth. You know, the one where the girlfriend dies and comes back as a zombie, right? They did The Spectacular Now. The Bling Ring. They did Ex Machina, right? If you ever saw Ex Machina,
Okay.
The Witch, right? The Witch,
The Vitch.
the Vivitch. Do they have anything to do with? They did Uncut Gems, right? They released Uncut
Did
Gems.
they do Northman?
They I'm not sure if it. I think the Northman was Universal. I think.
No, I think it was a distributor.
Yeah, I don't think. No, they didn't release the Northman, but they did release. Did you guys ever see the Green Knight?
I heard of it.
Oh, you guys should watch that movie. That movie's good.
With Patel.
I believe that's the
Patel,
guy,
right?
but it's like he's the nephew of King Arthur. And it's like a green demon. It's a good movie, The Green Knight.
And because he defeated him,
X.
he stuck to go back and
Yeah,
forth.
they did X, right, which is that Ty West movie. Minari. I'm telling you, they're releasing diverse types of movies. They're
Yeah,
not
but
sticking to one type of
but
movie
they
to
like-
release.
They're like the
Alright.
remember how like New Line Cinema used to be the
They released Friday, bro.
They had so
Nightmare
many.
on Elm Street.
Yeah,
Next Friday, bro.
Friday after next.
We got Day Day.
Mm-hmm. Gave us Day Day, yo.
Yeah.
You know which one I wanted to see that I never got to see from A24 that was released was Saint Maud. That was like a movie about a girl that was like religious, and she was a nurse, and she was she's so hyper religious. She would wear like nails in her shoes for penance to walk to work. From what I saw in the trailers, I was like, oh, I want to watch this. I never saw it.
Sounds interesting.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Sounds weird.
They released the Val Kilmer documentary. Did you ever see Val? That was a good documentary.
I saw the documentary.
He was also good in Top Gun Maverick. One of the best
No,
movies of 2022.
No,
Have you seen it yet?
I have.
Okay, you should watch it. I saw it for the third time again.
I was gonna go this weekend, but it's no longer in Atmos.
It's not even IMAX.
Nope, because they're playing
Jurassic World.
now. So they ruined it.
You took too long. And then I gotta wait till September
Okay.
for the re-release of Spider-Man: No Way Home, the
More
Ultra Fun Edition or whatever it's called. I don't know what they're gonna. And it's a movie. They're releasing it in theaters, not on Blu-ray or 4K. It's in
September
theaters, September 2nd. Another version of Spider-Man: No Way Home.
The multiverse.
It's the Zack Snyder cut.
Pretty much. I don't know what's gonna be in it, but I'll watch it. I'm gonna watch it. But
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, I really do. I really do like what A24 is doing, and I look forward to like now when you think about it, the movies that they release, they're getting way better. Like they're getting way better, and
Uncut Gems is so good though.
Yeah.
like they're becoming more mainstream in regards to the movies. Like more, there's just not mainstream, but popular, right? Like even The Lighthouse, that movie was weird, but it was good,
I like that movie.
right? That was another A24 movie.
I think that was one my biggest complaints about the big studios is that they were just rehashing. They're just rehashing sequels or like even like the new Jurassic World. They're just playing on nostalgia and bringing back characters that really don't need to be there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whereas A24 is giving us original stuff, and that was always my biggest complaint is that there is no originality anymore.
And then we're
Now
getting with A24's movies, we're getting a whole bunch of like original movies.
But you need that. You need those movies that are not original to get people in theaters to see trailers for movies like this.
No, that's the problem. No, you don't.
Most people are really.
But the thing is, you
Yeah,
don't
but
see.
Then they'll just wait for it to be streamed.
No, but that's the thing. You don't.
Go to the theater and watch
But
it.
you don't see trailers for movies like this in those movies. In those movies,
No.
big budget movies like the sequel movies, you see trailers for other big budget movies. You don't see a trailer
Other
for.
sequels.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
Black
see a
Adam
trailer.
trailer,
You
huh?
don't see the trailer for Minari when you go see Avengers. You don't see a trailer for The Lighthouse when you go see Jurassic World. Like you wouldn't. You don't see those types of trailers or previews for those
Yeah, I
movies.
used to see trailers for Green Knight so many times.
Yeah, out of your mind.
Yeah. I was like, I could have sworn I've seen this movie already.
And you know another one that I never got to see that I wanted to see. And now I'm just going through the list of A24. That movie Lamb, where the parents like all of a sudden their kid they get a humanoid lamb.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see that movie again. Another weird. Sounds like a weird movie. I'll definitely watch it.
Reminds me of Mac and Me now.
That's just a weird thing.
A24 is.
But Men. That's one of the new ones. That's actually the most recent one, right?
Yeah.
Men, and I hear it's also another one that's good. So, I believe it's already out. So, I might have to go find a theater that's playing it just to watch it.
Hey, you know, I'm just gonna be like Jordan Peele's next movie and go nope.
Oh, that's a trailer I saw for sure when I went to go see Jurassic World.
Nope.
Jordan Peele's Nope, the Alien movie. I knew it was aliens right away from when I saw the first trailer.
Yeah, I mean,
And they're spoiling it. If you want to watch an alien movie, you go watch.
Aliens.
No, not just that. If you want to watch a alien movie like that, yeah. No, you watch what was it? Signs.
Why?
That was a good movie. You know who's in it? Mel Gibson. Who else? Joker.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Right? Swing away, Bobby. And he swings. He hits the kids. Oh no, that's a scary movie. Either way.
That's
Either way.
Rex. What's his name?
Simon Rex.
There you go, Stan Rex.
Yeah. Right,
And,
but
Charlie Sheen.
yeah, but still, like, that's a good alien movie. But if you haven't seen any of the catalog from A24, and you start with like Everything Everywhere All at Once, go back and watch some of the movies that they release. You'll see how original their movies are and how diverse it goes from horror to like drama and to like even some action, right? But they do dabble a lot in the sci-fi weird type of movies. That's the kind of movies that they're like, yeah, let's make it. Is it weird? Let's do it. Right? Everything Everywhere All at Once. 100% weird, but it's a good movie. It is a good movie. It's really good, and that
Not
performance
the
is.
best one in 2022 so far.
Was the Valet A24? No, so, but you're gonna. I hope that for
It probably does that.
for the Academy Awards of next year, you see some of these people get nominated because you do get an original story, you get original score, you get all kinds of originality in this movie, and you get great performances, especially from the returning. I'm not gonna say it more than I can. The Ki Kwan, right? Short round.
Yeah, but do the Oscars really matter?
They don't.
No, but it's still good for a movie to get like the recognition especially when it's this good.
But it's fixed. The Oscars are fixed. You got to pay. The studios have to pay
So
to get their movies in there. So
sporting events.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I mean, wrestling's
really
fake
matter?
too. I mean, wrestling's predetermined as well. I mean, come on, you still watch it for your entertainment. It's fine.
the
Still,
Oscars are fixed.
it still doesn't matter. Like it's that recognition. You get that little stamp of like, and then that means this movie will probably get even more people watching it, right? That's kind of the thing about it is, because of how much I like this movie, is I would want this movie to be like
God,
spread out there. Oh, my video is choppy.
so is your beard.
You're gonna get slapped. So I think on that note, because I am like now robot in my video, something's going on.
Relax, Max Headroom.
Thanks, Mark, you know.
I'm not doing this on purpose. I am moving. So I am moving, but it's just acting super weird.
Run a zigzag pattern.
Watch the Valet.
Everything everywhere all at once, for sure.
Yeah, watch that too.
I'm telling you, original. You get originality. You get a good story. You get good acting. You get a good score. You get a lot of stuff out of this movie. Check it out.
And if you get a chance to go
Still too long.
watch Jurassic World because you've seen all the other ones, might as well finish it.
Nope.
Might as
Nah.
well finish it. Nope.
Don't. If you've seen, they tend to ruin things with part 3s. Jurassic World 3, Jurassic Park
The
3.
second one was not a winner either.
No, right?
The second Jurassic World.
No, and then you kind of have to. There's too much happening in this movie. That's the problem.
They're dragging it on. Let it die.
You have to
Let it
finish
go
watching them.
extinct.
You have to finish watching them.
You don't have
Why?
to. You don't
It's
have
kind
to.
of like it's like saying, hey, I'm gonna watch Lord of the Rings, and then just watch
Okay,
the
but
first
those are
two.
good.
I mean, it's overrated, but
Return
still.
of the King is really good. Zip it.
Two Towers is good.
Yeah.
The Two Towers is
Not
good.
long enough.
Treebeard. Alright, but on that note, guys,
Just everyone watch the Matrix. Remember the original Matrix trilogy?
Okay, the first one is good.
that's it. That's all you gotta watch is the first one.
But you had to watch.
That's it.
You don't have to. No, you don't have to. That's the thing about the Matrix. You don't have to watch the other ones. You're fine with the first one. Stop at the first one.
First picture was so good. Then when you go like, oh, what are we gonna do number two? The second you start watching number two, you're like,
But
damn,
they
I
ne-
gotta watch the other one.
But there was not ever a need for the sequel. That was a
of course not.
that was a
But,
Warner
you know,
Brothers thing.
But you didn't know until you saw it. And once you saw it, you're like, oh, now I gotta watch it. It's you just need that closure. That closure, you know.
I was fine with the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, was talking about Matrix?
Yeah. But
And
on
Matrix.
that note, guys, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll see you guys next week.
Is looking at you, kid. In case I don't see you. Good afternoon.